Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Let's try. to sleep with you.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard of him?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Back, are ya? Not saying fortune, do you? And?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings, for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him. Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Here for another of my lectures. Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
Gav told me the gentleman who visited earlier, the one with the loud voice, was your uncle. I didn't think there was a resemblance.
Well,
Nothing escapes you, lady. It's true.
good.
Blackthorn,
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that...
This is it then. Under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Ah!
No.
Look, he is.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right, brilliant.
Finally, a new...
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share...
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historic, not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature...
But I saw him.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. He's dead.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port. Was it?
You barely just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideout, not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tongs.
Very well.
When it comes to boyish charm,
Think Meg might need some help.
if I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channel's hot. The helm over the top, and the shielding around the...
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to...
Like I'll make...
Luckily, you don't need...
the most fragrant herbs and spices.
Can't.
What's the matter?
I'd...
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Greens fed birds.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I'm certainly not a baker. Time...
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her. But she was all I knew. She was young, and now she's gone. What am I supposed to...
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the Fang.
Recapture it? You know, you might. I have to get back to the bake. Wait.
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Though I worry...
Master, that's true. And look, Master, I have found my...
well, if it tastes half as unique... not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. I don't know how you...
Good day to you, Sid.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Keep fighting the good fight.
Good to see you, Sid, as always. Master Quentin's out back.
Ah, Clive.
Go on.
There are whisperings, Russ. It may given... you...
right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves. Or something we need to take more seriously.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding in the hand.
Excuse me.
Nah, not me. I'm here most days, right? Don't worry. Any shady...
All right. Do you have a moment? There's talk of
No, but
Where was this?
in Lorbert's Park. Was out foraging for... Ran back here as quick...
I see. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet, then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Run with the wind.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to...
Clive, how goes the hunt?
I found some...
Black Shield, though they search, and it would appear Damodor, and bite...
I'm sorry, who did the Black...
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord...
I don't understand. Why him?
I was and fight. I saw more, and throughout.
So what?
I discovered I was a means of his response, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. The faith. So I set about. I tracked down the man him with money and power, and so I saw that I came here.
And?
Of course. Seen fault our wounds. are the same. We know where he hid. What we did not know until now.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless... My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
I'm not good. Going to change his mind.
Well, don't just stand there, go. It's rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Oh. Don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last shot. Go on then. What is it this?
She said you would...
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be, and I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still.
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. That means, which is where you... Now, there's a spec. As for the rest of the...
Well, one of us should probably give you an act.
And the other can go and get the...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We... Which one of the...
Gav.
So,
There's a river...
Southern Reach. I'll go and scout the place out.
All right.
While you're up.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that should do you. Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. And?
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall.
Good girl.
Yeah!
Be safe. So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
You fit
enough.
Oh, that might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Here. Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand, or you can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep... See... Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day.
You go on ahead. And try to get some...
Oh, I plan after Blackthorn gets what he needs.
Right. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the...
We should go out on maneuvers together. You know, it beats sneaking around on...
I'll make a start on putting this firm up. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down mine.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid...
Suppose we'd better be...
Give us a shout if you...
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plane.
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, will be repurposed.
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens... What's the name back there? I'll give you all detail.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is excess heat. Now, in other words, why? If sea or rain...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's pub. The thing is, it's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my...
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything... you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Run like the wind. Thanks, Gal.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for the...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Nice try. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you.
All right.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And just...
Right. Right, the shielding.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Thanks to Sid, the man who hurt your mother and father is gone.
Thank you, Clive.
I'm sure they're looking down.
Not just...
Harpocrates. For you? Well, actually, it's... Could you take a look at this? She has some yet remain, as you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if...